Warning. Spoilers ahead for Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 1. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage opening video features Georgie and Mandy dancing passionately. And there's a good reason why. Months after young Sheldon's cancellation, the Big Bang Theory franchise returns to the small screen with an expansion series. Continuing Montana Jordan and Emily Osment's love story, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will see the pair navigate their new life as parents to baby Cease. But this time, away from the Coopers. Admittedly, there are many risks to debuting this new show, especially since it barely has any ties to the Big Bang Theory. But its premiere is a solid debut. Because of old Georgie's limited involvement in the Big Bang Theory, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's narrative sits at a point in the timeline that is barely explored. This gives it more creative room to craft its plots. Still, it is part of the canon, which comes with the show following franchise traditions. Given the unique and memorable intros of the Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon, there's an expectation that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will follow suit. The jury is still out on how it fares, but opening the show with its titular characters dancing is intriguing. Georgie and Mandy dance tango in First Marriage's intro video. Baby Cease's parents put their dancing shoes on in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's opening video. Baby Cease's parents are seen dancing tango around the deserted McAllister home at night. Both Mandy and Georgie are wearing formal clothes, appropriate to their performance. The sequence cannot be any more different from young Sheldon's, which starts with the focus on Sheldon and ends with the extended cast comprised of the Cooper family. This time, the focus is solely on Georgie and Mandy, even though the McAllisters will be a big part of the show, as seen in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 1, the 610 to Lubbock. The importance of tango in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage explained. Georgie and Mandy's marriage will be a partnership. While it may seem jarring at first to see Georgie and Mandy's first marriage to cut to Georgie and Mandy dancing, especially since there's really no clear say between the actual scene and intro video, there's a deeper meaning to the pair dancing tango. It all goes to the famous saying, "It takes two to tango," which means that in any relationship, including a marriage, there are two people at play. For Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, it means that Georgie and Mandy are equal participants in the life that they are building, particularly in raising baby Cease. The phrase is typically used when one party harps on their partner's flaws or issues resulting in a less than ideal situation. It reframes the whole predicament in a way that they both have something to do with their circumstances. That said, as significant as it is when dealing with hardships in any kind of relationship, the saying can also effectively apply to good things. For Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, it means that Georgie and Mandy are equal participants in the life that they are building, particularly in raising baby Cease. Related. George actors Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's shock involvement makes young Sheldon's ending sadder. The young Sheldon finale is sadder after learning of George Cooper's senior actor Lance Barber's secret involvement in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. The Big Bang Theory franchise doesn't lack marriages. Both young Sheldon and its parent series have married couples who had interesting storylines, but Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is the first time in the Chuck Lorre sitcom universe that a show is dedicated to exploring the ups and downs of what's supposed to be a lifelong commitment. Georgie and Mandy dancing the tango suggests that they will be partners in whatever endeavor comes their way. What Georgie and Mandy's tango intro means for their future. Georgie and Mandy's The Big Bang Theory future isn't pretty. While Georgie and Mandy's story wasn't fleshed out in The Big Bang Theory the same way that Sheldon's origin story was, there were several aspects of it that were previously established. Mandy and baby Cease were never mentioned in the nerd-centric sitcom, but it was revealed that Georgie had a couple of ex-wives, effectively predetermining the end of his marriage to his first wife. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage needs to absolutely adhere to this part of the story. Otherwise, it risks breaking continuity. Although that's more or less confirmed, the specifics of their split are what's still a mystery. In an ideal world, Georgie and Mandy would just stay together, especially after seeing their adorable dynamic in the Georgie and Mandy's first marriage premiere.